Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Wolfenstein as a game. I recently played Wolfenstein New Colossus and New Order. Very interesting titles for sure. Um, Here I'll be showing you some gameplay. It's nice because there's a lot of character development between the main character, even like the side characters get a lot of character development as well. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of side character development. They have a lot of side stories as well you could partake in. What I like about the game is this constant run and gun, kind of fast paced, go in, shoot, kill. The weapons are very upgradable, so that's another nice thing you can do. The weapons are interesting too. It's kind of like, gave me like a Bioshock feel with all these different capabilities with your character, whether you're slinging in a wheelchair or flying around, driving something odd. I'm not gonna ruin too much, but yeah, there's a lot to the game. I think it's based on war times. If the World War II would have had a different ending, it's kind of what they said that it would be like. You play as William. He's the Resistance. I don't know enough about the other Wolfenstein games, but definitely, if you haven't seen this game before, definitely worth checking out. But it's definitely worth. So I got. They actually gave New Order out for free on Epic Games, and I was pretty impressed. It was a good game. In my opinion, I think New Order, after playing both fully through, New Order and New Colossus, I think that New Order was better. Felt like I was kind of like having a hard time pushing through New Colossus, even though it wasn't that long of a game. Definitely felt heavy, kind of hard to play. Occasionally having a great scene, and enjoying the game. New Order, I enjoyed it fully through. They did have a few fixes in New Colossus, and one of them being when you walk over an item, you can pick up the item automatically. It doesn't always do that. I think the marker to where you go to grab something is not as far away, so in New Order you can kind of like not know what you're picking up, but you still end up picking it up anyways. So it's kind of interesting to see that. Yeah, right here we're refueling weapons. You charge weapons as well, but yeah, there's a lot to it. I mean, it's hard to explain the game in a whole, but definitely, if you're looking to get into a heavy storyline based game, this is one of them. I've never heard of the game before. I think my friend mentioned it once, and I was like, oh, okay. He said it was really good, but as soon as I played that free game, it was pretty quick where I was like, okay, well, there's a second one apparently. There's another one, like a kind of add on to it, and again, I'm not gonna ruin the ending to New Order, but I wasn't sure how they made a second one. I was kind of confused, but then everything came together very nice. Everything went well, so I'm not too upset, but it's strange. It is strange, definitely. It's definitely fun to play though. I'm glad I finished it off. Toward the end, I'm not gonna ruin the end, but there's a lot of games out there that allow you to do it. You could still enjoy free play, free roam kind of style, which is nice because, like, I think Assassin's Creed does it where you can kind of free roam at the end and do your own thing, which has really nothing to do with the storyline, but maybe it'll help with a little bit more character development. I'm not too sure. Maybe not, you know. But to see that every character, most characters are worked on fairly thoroughly is kind of nice. But I really had no idea about this game, so this is interesting. The boss fights are fun. Um, this right here is an interesting scene. I didn't like all the fights though. The best thing about it was like you could go in, dual wield, get it done. For the most part, I was just trying to get it done, and then figure out, okay, well, where's the story? Because I want to keep up with the story. You know, the fighting was there. The fighting's cool. In New Colossus, the fighting gets a little boring for some reason. I think it's just because I'm going from New Order to New Colossus, one shot. I finished them in 2 days, 3 days max. So I'm not sure if maybe that's why it got boring. But well, yeah, the fighting style does get better, especially as you practice at like shooting range. You're gonna get quicker. Things are gonna get a lot easier with time. So just a lot of different things, like a lot of add-ons that they put in that just kind of sets this game above others that I would this is why I would personally recommend this game. Like I said, as soon as I heard that there was a second one, I got this one for New Order for free, and I was like, alright, how much is it? How much are we looking? And I thought it was brand new. I thought New Order was new. I didn't really know much about it. Game turned out to be $5-6 on G2A, so I was like, alright, I'll do it. But yeah, it was worth it. Both of them are worth getting. If you have never played New Order, if you have never played Wolfenstein, definitely. I don't know where to technically start, but I started at New Order, and I felt like I started at the right place. So, but they have the original Wolfenstein and a few other games in the series. Definitely check those out as well. But in game, you can play Wolfenstein 3D, so it's kind of nice. I don't know how much of it you get to go through, but they do have an in-game arcade kind of model. This is cool because right here you see it's got some like hound dog, and this thing follows you around. Oh, some of these guys I didn't know you could actually destroy too, because the first one I don't know if you were able to destroy them. I never actually tried. I just kind of like running. Here you could stand up to them. Like a few games, you could pick whether you want to be stealthy or whether you want to go run and gun. I like to run and gun. It just happens that a lot of times they just catch me. I'm not that sneaky, so it happens. But yeah, if you haven't tried Wolfenstein, definitely check it out. This game I would definitely rate out of 10. I'm giving it like 8 out of 10. Worth playing. It wasn't too drawn out. It wasn't like 600 hours worth of gameplay. So that, you know, I'm trying to finish a game. You know what I mean? There's so many games like Assassin's Creed. What's the other one? Fallout, where you could literally sit down and play that game for years and not finish it, because overall, if you end up doing side quests and all that, it's like 500 hours plus worth of pure gameplay, and that it's cool. It's cool if you're gonna continue the game after you play the main story. That's like the best thing. That's the best thing about those side stories. You can continue it after, but sometimes I just got a little too, just a little too distracted. So I just end up getting off track and then not end up finishing the game. Fallout, I finished. It took me 2-3 tries before I beat Fallout 4. So, you know, it was what it was. But this one, it's pretty straightforward. There's no crazy tasks. I felt I never had to look up on Google for completing any of the tasks. Like Skyrim, I had to look up a few things on Google. Um, you know, there are just a few tasks where I was like, wow, I really don't know where I gotta be. I don't know what I'm looking for. Here it's like, okay, what you're looking for, find the switch, find this, find that. Um, you get a piece of armor that allows you to smack through stuff. It's kind of cool. Um, there's a few other. I think you can wear stilts. I don't know much about them. A few other interesting add-ons they did to this one. Again, I think the first one storyline was definitely something else, but this is cool. I think they don't mention what happened in the first one enough. Maybe they don't have to. I'm not sure, but I think maybe they should have talked about some stuff from the original, the New Order, I should say, because I feel like they didn't touch on what actually happened, as if it's almost like that game didn't really happen. They just, to some extent, like there's some parts where I'm like, why didn't they talk about what just happened? But yeah, I don't know. It's still, the games are linked to some extent, but the conversations, and I feel like some of the speech just feels a little different. They don't feel like the same character almost between the two. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking, but yeah, let's get right to this run and gun. If you like to go in guns blazing, definitely recommend dual wielding your weapons. Be a lot quicker. It's definitely worth it. We got here some dogs. The dogs are a pain, I'll tell you. They sprint at you, jump on you. You get them quick, but we got different types of grenades, I think. Generals, if you see a captain, some form of officer, you pretty sure you want to take them out, because they're the ones that are broadcasting the alarms usually. Sure, you gotta take them out.
No one got the price on it. Yes, that's pretty cute.
If you played Doom too, they have similar. They added some similar things like the needing an oxygen mask. I'm pretty sure that was in Doom 3D, maybe. They had it where you. Doom 3. They have it where I'm pretty sure you had to wear a mask or you had difficulties breathing, something along those lines. This is the case where you gotta wear a mask, and I didn't realize. So, here I go again.
Yes, that's pretty cute.
Okay. Ooh. The takedowns are insane on this game. Takedowns are really good. But what's nice though, he gets, there's a lot of like relationships that goes on between the characters. Each character kind of like develops relationships between each other. It's kind of interesting to watch as well. Definitely want a decent graphics card for this too. Doesn't have to be the best of the best, but something decent, because I had the 6500 XT at this point in time, and it's not the smoothest smoothest play. I'll say that. So definitely something bulkier would have been nicer. Depending on which weapon you're using, it's going to be important. You're going to want to use specific weapons, especially if the big guys come out. You want to use lasers, cannons, anything you can think of. I didn't realize at this part. This is where the dogs come in. Pretty sure. No, not the dogs. The little fast robots that sprint everywhere and yeah, you know. But yeah, if I had a laser weapon on me, I would have beat them. I also didn't grab my mask, so just keep messing up left and right. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna call it right here. Thanks everyone for watching. If you're interested in stocks and getting a portfolio, I have my Robinhood and my Firstrade linked at the bottom. Thanks again for watching. If you guys want more videos like this, please send some love. Put a like down at the bottom and subscribe. Thank you again. This was Wolfenstein, New Order, and New Colossus. So if you guys are interested, definitely a great game. Check it out. Thank you.